Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Have an abundance mentality with women. You know what, that's very important because a lot of guys feel like all the women out here are bad and 304s, they modern women, this and that. And that hurts them. That hurts them. Because see, here's the problem, let's be real with something. While you get some men who feel like all these women are bad, you get some other guys who feel like there's more women than they know what to do with. Now, people can argue, well, those are Chaz and Tyrones, those are bad boys, those are Pookie and Ray Rays. But here's the thing with those guys. Yeah, they all those guys got something, but over the decades of knowing these type of men, they always had an abundance mentality. No matter what, the players, the men who get multiple women, and because of their abundance mentality, they met women every place. They ain't had to feel like they even had to travel. Their thoughts was they could just step outside the door. And see, it's the mindset. That's all it is. It's not even so much the physicality or social class or something like that. All those things play a part. But at the end of the day, you gotta have the mindset you can meet a woman regardless of where you go. Regardless of where you go, even no matter what, because that's one thing I found with the players, they can just step outside and they can run into a woman who is down for them. But they had that mindset because you got 4 billion women in the world. Now, I never forget what a young man said. He was doing a webinar for me. He said, shoot, you can meet 10 women who are down for you. Out of 4 billion women, you gonna tell me you can't meet enough who are down for you? In fact, a man should have such an abundance mentality. He should be in a position where he's thinking, how I'm gonna manage all these women. That's the important thing. That's the important thing. How is he gonna manage all of these women? Because here's the thing. If you have that scarcity model where, oh nah, there ain't enough women. And when I say women, of course, the type of woman who's down for you, shit, you ain't gonna find it if you already thinking, because then even when you meet a woman who might be down for you, you gonna think something wrong. You gonna think something wrong, or you gonna think she like these other women who you feel are bad. It's like, nah. Every man, all you have to do to get these women is just be yourself. That's how powerful it is. Just be yourself, the best version of yourself. If you got some issues, yeah, of course you're gonna work on it and everything. But it ain't the women, because that means you're looking outside of yourself. Because you can't control how people going to be on their own, but you can control how you are, which in turn influences how the person is going to behave towards you. That's the key. So the key is within. So you got to look within. You got to have a mindset within. You can always meet that right woman. And the guys who have that mindset, I'm gonna tell you what with the guys, even though, like I said, you get some guys thinking, well, it's just Pookie and Ray Ray, or it's just Chad and Tyrone, or, it's that 1% man. But yet, when you actually look at the men who are getting women out here, not just women, attractive women, they don't match a lot of what people think. You got some guys who are short statured, yet they have a fine woman. You get some guys who are not 6 feet tall, yet they have a fine woman. You have some guys who wouldn't be considered conventionally handsome, yet they're getting a woman. All it is up here. All it is up here, And then one thing to them, they had that mindset, they also don't have a fear of talking to women. Remember, I did that video. Like I said, with all my videos, you can't just expect to find an answer in one. You got to watch them all. You got to watch them all, take something from each one, put it together, and you realize it's about being the best version of you. That's the key. That's the key. But you got to have that abundance mentality. Once you do that, I'm going to tell you what. Here's one thing, once you have that abundance mentality, the type of woman you want is always there. Because I was thinking about, I ain't going to say where I know this young lady, but I was like, damn. I've been seeing this young lady all the time. She got a lot of stuff I like. I didn't even realize at first. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. People know I've had that stroke. I was in a hospital, both the hospital and a rehab center, right? There were several women in there who were just right for me. Some were even flirty. So it was like, even though I was in a position, that's the furthest thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, well, hold up. They right here. Like, if you have an abundance mentality, no matter where you go, you can just go to the grocery store and you be running into some women in there down for you. But the key is, one, doing the stuff I say, you know, working on your body, working on your appearance, but also your mindset. You gotta have a mindset, there's always the women. Because you're gonna see, because first of all, if you have that positive mindset, you're gonna see the women. But if you had that negative mindset thinking, well, they all 304s, or they this or that, the women, you ain't gonna see that. All you're gonna do is see the women who match what your mind thinks they are. And I know that might be getting deep for some people, even metaphysic, but no, if you got that mindset that all the women are bad and they all this, that's all you gonna see. Because that's all you gonna see. That's the only behavior you gonna see. But if you got that mindset that there's an abundance, that there's always a bunch of women who will be down for your program in cooperation to your operation, that's who you're gonna constantly run into. That's who, even when you ain't trying. Like I say, when I look back when I was in the hospital, both the hospital and the rehab center, there's plenty of women who might have been down. Might have been down. Only thing is I had somebody bringing me, you know, coming and bringing visiting all the time. So, you know, and trust me, now being able to walk and eat well, I was just like, last thing on my mind was getting with somebody. Last thing on my mind. But if my mind was there, they were right there. You know, and they were seeing me walk with not being able to walk and all of that. So if I was in a place of, I was literally incapacitated, you know, seeing positive women down women, no, then someone who don't have those issues don't have any excuse. I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to think about that. But it comes down to the mentality, the mindset. You know, I've said before when I talk about select and non-select, I said the main thing with select is mindset. I said they're nice guys and players. I say you can look like a genetic anomaly. You can be super handsome, tall, muscular, all that stuff. It still come down to mindset. Mindset. And you gotta have that mentality that there's an abundance of women who are down for your program, who want to be in cooperation to your operation. That's the thing. That's what you always want to think about. Because if you don't have that mindset, you got that mindset, women are bad and all of that, well, that's what you're going to run into. But the second you change that mindset, the second you change it, you're going to start noticing something different. And I've been there. There have been times I think, these women are bad, but then I changed my mind, changed how I was thinking. Then all of a sudden I was like, damn, there's a smorgasbord. Shoot. That's when you going, like, you probably call for a consultation. It's like, man, how do I deal with all these damn women? Shit. Shoot, it's better to be in that position than to think they ain't here. And like I said, you don't even have to travel. Some guys think they gotta travel and shit and get what they want. But you can just step outside the door. You can just step outside the door. Shoot, and heck, even, nah, I ain't gonna put that out there. I was about to put out something, but I ain't gonna put that out there. But just understand, just keep an abundance mentality, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.